If you are pregnant or you've recently had a baby, this podcast is for you. I am your host, Kath Bequee, a physiotherapist working in women's health and mum of 3. Join me each week as we dive into all things pregnancy care, childbirth and postnatal recovery, helping you have a wonderful pregnancy and afterbirth experience. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss any episodes. Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Fitness Mama podcast. So, using stairs in pregnancy. Can I use stairs in pregnancy? This was a question sent to me via DM on Instagram, and I thought it might be a good question to have a podcast episode on. I have been asked this question numerous times, and the answer isn't perhaps what you might think. So, if you're pregnant, perhaps you have lots of stairs at home, or perhaps you're finding it difficult to climb stairs, or perhaps you were just curious about the answer, then this short podcast episode is for you. Before we dive into this episode, I want to let you know about an exciting upcoming live pregnancy workshop, which is available to help you prepare your body and pelvic floor for birth and beyond. So this is a 3-day workshop that has short daily videos, which I designed to help you feel more confident and empowered about your upcoming childbirth experience. In this workshop, you're going to learn about, on day 1, it's all about pelvic floor preparation. So you'll learn what perineal massage is and how it can help to reduce your risk of perineal tears and episiotomy. And I'm going to take you through how, when, and why to do perineal massage. Day 2, you're going to learn strategies for birth. So we're going to run through some active birth techniques and positions for labour. We're going to discuss the use of TENS for pain relief. It's a really practical session that can also involve your birth partner as well. So this day will also help you to feel empowered about the choices available to you in your upcoming birth. And then day 3 is super important and what I'm really passionate about. We're going to talk about how to boost your afterbirth recovery. We're going to learn about that all-important afterbirth period and really give you the essentials you need to help to boost your important afterbirth recovery period. So as a women's health physio, everything I'll be sharing in this pregnancy workshop are things I believe every woman deserves to know when pregnant to really help with her birth and afterbirth experience. To register for this workshop, head to fitnessmama.com/pregnancy workshop, and the link is also in the show notes. All right, let's dive into this short episode. Okay, can I use the stairs in pregnancy? So let's discuss a few things to consider for your unique situation, because everyone is different and everyone's body feels different during pregnancy. Everyone is in different situations. So some of you might have aches and pains and feeling sore around the pelvis and back. Others of you might live in a 4-story townhouse where there's lots of stairs and it's unavoidable. So generally, there are 2 reasons we might have to use stairs. One is to get from A to B without any other option. So there's no lifts, but you have to get to where you need to get to. And then the second reason we might use stairs is for fitness or extra exercise. So, we all hear the phrase being used. I think there was a little campaign a few years ago about using the stairs, not the lift. And I remember when I used to work in the hospitals, there'd be signs everywhere saying, use the stairs, not the lift, for the staff members. So firstly, let's discuss if it's safe to use stairs during pregnancy. And then we're going to go through some things to consider if you're feeling a bit achy and sore. So first and foremost, we are assuming here that you have medical clearance to walk and exercise. So we are assuming that you have an uncomplicated pregnancy with no precautions. So always check with your healthcare team if you're not sure about your particular situation. So provided that you have an uncomplicated pregnancy, it is safe to climb stairs during pregnancy. There are just a couple of things to be aware of, which are safety, but also aches and pains. So that's what we're going to discuss here. So let's cut to the chase. We all know that stairs is a great form of exercise. We all know the benefits of exercising. We all know the benefits of incidental exercise too. So what I mean by incidental exercise are the little bits of movement we do in our day-to-day life. So someone who is at the computer desk all day, for example, has very little incidental exercise compared to someone who is on their feet all day, moving around all day. So, for example, a parent looking after a toddler or a school teacher, that sort of thing. So on the whole, generally, as I said, there are no precautions to using stairs when pregnant. As with this person who isn't pregnant, there are lots of potential benefits from moving our body more, and in this case, taking the stairs whilst pregnant. There is a podcast episode to check out if you do want to learn more about the actual benefits of exercise during pregnancy, which I'll link below, but I'm not going to go into that today. So the things to be aware of or to be mindful of during pregnancy, and being the physio that I am, first and foremost, and this is what I see a lot of, is women with pelvic girdle pain. And we know that pelvic girdle pain and back pain is really quite common, unfortunately, during pregnancy. So if you are achy, if you have back pain or you've got pelvic pain, stairs might not be your best friend. It might flare up the pain. So not everyone. So everyone's situation is different. So if what I'm saying doesn't resonate with you today, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. But if you're achy, you might find that stairs might flare up your pain. So you might be better off avoiding stairs if you can and taking the lift. And because we know the benefits of exercise, you might choose to substitute. If you were using stairs as a form of exercise, you might choose to substitute stairs with a more pelvic pain friendly form of exercise instead. So again, I do have another podcast that I'll link, which has different forms of exercise that you might find helpful if you do have pelvic girdle pain. So there's lots of what we say, I guess, pelvic pain friendly workouts that are available. Fitness Mama definitely has them. Swimming is another option. Walking can sometimes flare up pelvic girdle pain, but check out the link in the podcast episode to find out more. So if stairs are unavoidable, what can we do if we're achy, if we're sore, and if we're finding out that stairs do perhaps flare up your pain? So I'm going to talk through 6 strategies. Some of them might seem a bit far-fetched to you, but if you're in a lot of discomfort, it might be what you need. So we're talking about if the stairs are unavoidable. So perhaps you need to get to your bed, which is on the top floor of the house, or we all know when there's situations that stairs are unavoidable. Okay, so option number 1 is actually try to reduce how much you're having to go upstairs. So before you go up the stairs, do you think, do I really need to go up the stairs? So for example, if you're at home and you wanted to put away the laundry, just leave the laundry at the bottom of the stairs and do it all in one batch later, or get your partner to help out. So number 1 is try to reduce having to go up the stairs. Number 2, if you have to go up the stairs, go step by step. So instead of one step at a time, you would do the step 2 pattern. So let's say, for example, you put your right foot up and then your left foot would go onto the same step. So one step at a time. The next option is using a handrail, which we'll talk about a little bit more in terms of safety. Option number 4 is this might be a situation where a pelvic belt of some sort can be really helpful. So there's a few belts on the market, but I recommend if you want to investigate going down this path, this is when perhaps you need some treatment. Perhaps you need an assessment by physio. Perhaps you need to get measured up for a pelvic girdle belt, because the last thing you'd want to do is, spend the money, Google search, buy it over the internet, and then find it doesn't even fit and it's not helpful. So this is where if you're thinking of you might need a belt or some support around the pelvis, go and seek that support from your physio. Okay, the next option, which again might seem a bit far-fetched, but I had to do this when I had my terrible pelvic girdle pain during my second pregnancy. It's a bum shuffle up. So I turned around, I sat on the step, and then I used my arms to push me up onto the next step. So I bum shuffled up, and then coming down, again, you go down on your bum, going down forwards. So obviously you can only do this if you're at home, you're not in a rush, but it can actually be quite good form to consider if you're really achy and if it's unavoidable and you need to go up those stairs at home. And then the other management strategy, the final one, is if you do need to use the stairs, you're a little bit achy afterwards, is to rest. Like have a quick 5-minute sit down, or even better, have a lie down on your side and pop an ice pack on your pelvis. Try to help to reduce that inflammation that you've flared up around your pelvis. So the first one was reduce your quantity, like try to avoid going up them if you can. Number 2, go step by step. Number 3, using a rail. Number 4, get some treatment, assessment and pelvic girdle pain belt perhaps. Number 5 is the bum shuffle. Number 6 is rest afterwards and ice. So remembering on the whole, most women will have absolutely no issues going up and down stairs. But if you're feeling achy, then don't feel like you have to push through it. Try some of these strategies instead. So exercising in a different way that is pain-free. So Fitness Mama has you covered here. But also trial some of the pain management strategies I just discussed. Okay, last but not least, I just quickly want to mention safety. So if you're feeling a bit ginger in particular, if you're feeling a bit achy or sore, but even if you're just feeling, we know that your centre of gravity is off during pregnancy. As your belly grows, your whole centre of gravity shifts. So you are more at risk of falling over. So don't ever hesitate to use the rail for safety. Even if you're feeling good on the stairs, it might come a time when a stair, holding onto the rail might help. Like, 'cause worst case scenario, we do not want to fall down the stairs. So if in doubt, use a rail. Always err on the side of caution when it comes to safety. So this is whether or not you have pelvic girdle pain or you don't. Your body is different than before you were pregnant, and your centre of gravity and hence your balance is compromised. So it's just something to consider before you skip up and down those stairs when pregnant. So that's it, ladies. Short and sharp. I hope that was helpful. Don't forget to sign up for this pregnancy workshop. That it's a live workshop. It's a 3-day workshop. It's coming up soon. So check out fitnessmama.com/pregnancy workshop, and the link is in the show notes. So that's it, ladies. Have a lovely day. And before I sign off, remember my team and I will be putting together the show notes for all this episode with the links, including the podcast episodes I discussed and the pregnancy workshop at fitnessmama.com/podcast. Have a fabulous day, and I look forward to you joining me next week for another episode of the Fitness Mama podcast. Thanks for listening to the Fitness Mama podcast, brought to you by the Fitness Mama freebies found at www.fitnessmama.com/free. So please take a few seconds to leave a review, subscribe so you don't miss an episode, and be sure to take a screenshot of this podcast, upload it to your social media, and tag me at Fitness Mama so I can give you a shout out too. Until next time, remember, an active pregnancy, confident childbirth, and strong postnatal recovery is something that you deserve. Remember our disclaimer: materials and contents in this podcast are intended as general information only and shouldn't substitute any medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. I'll see you soon.